Hey, what's up you guys? The name's AJ Revs. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first video here. It's actually a recording of one of my first rides on my motorcycle. As you can see here, I have a CB300FA 2015. This is one of my first rides on the bike other than the test ride. I rode it to this bubble tea shop for me and my dad. My dad wanted some bubble tea, so I went to go pick up some bubble tea for us. And I just threw it in my backpack, so it's all in there. So this is just the ride back. Unfortunately, I wanted to capture my audio live in action, but unfortunately, my Cardo, I thought it was going to record my audio from my phone. But since I have a Freecom 2X, it actually didn't capture any of the audio, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover for this video here. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling to get out of this parking lot because I've never really got out of a parking lot before on a motorcycle. All I've ever done is the motorcycle course that I did to get my license, and then also the test ride for the motorcycle before I bought it. So I did get this motorcycle secondhand from someone from Facebook Marketplace, but it all ran smoothly. It's seems pretty good. So I bought it on the spot, haggled with her a little bit, but pretty much really like the bike. This is my second day driving it. I rode it the first day from where the seller was to my house, and that was pretty much all the experience I have riding on this bike, other than like a short test ride I did just to check the gears, the engine, everything like that, the braking. But yeah, so here, as you can see, I'm actually trying to get to the main road for the first time. I'm pretty nervous because there's cars coming, but this car was turning in here, so I actually went out right after him. Then I got to the main road here. Oh, I was fucking around with the gears. I was struggling a bit, and you can see I'm constantly forgetting to turn off my signal right after, or I started practicing turning off my signal during this ride here, because for some reason I really struggle with turning off the signal right after the turn, because I'm in first gear, so I have to reach to that signal button while holding the clutch. So for me it's a little bit difficult, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. So I make a right-hand turn here. Yeah, so pretty much this ride was super chill. It was super hot outside actually though, so I was sweating my balls off. Like, the ride to the bubble tea place was actually atrocious. It was like so hot on the way there that when I entered the bubble tea shop, I was covered in sweat, and it was so gross. I went to the washroom to wash off my face a little bit. And then everyone inside was staring at me because, like, I was holding a helmet, I had my big backpack on, I was like struggling to like put everything everywhere. I had to put my helmet in my backpack and then go to the bathroom, so that was just a huge mess. I was like so gross feeling after the ride because it was so hot out. It was actually plus 37 Celsius out when I left my house to the bubble tea place. So it was so hot, I was like really struggling, but the ride was pretty fun, and the wind helped cool me down a bit. So the ride is pretty chill other than the insane weather and a little bit of my nerves. But yeah, so this ride is mostly me just practicing, getting used to the bike, getting used to the gear changes, the signaling, being on actual main roads. If you could hear me talking a little bit in the background, that's because my camera was mounted to my chin strap, and I was trying to talk to my Cardo mic, but of course that audio didn't record, so I'm just making stuff up on the fly here with this voice recording. But if you hear any background noise of me talking, that's why. I wish I could remember what I said exactly, but all that sound is muffled through the camera mic, so can't quite hear what I say exactly. But yeah, this is going to be my first video on my channel as well, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna publish more content, especially once I get my I bought a lav mic from Newer on Amazon. So once that comes in and I set it up to my helmet and my camera, we'll get the voiceovers live in action happening instead of me commentating after the ride. But yeah, I was struggling a bit for the gear changes for sure, especially since like the pressure of like cars behind you is kind of crazy and nerve-wracking. But yeah, this ride was mostly chill, like mostly just me getting used to the bike and everything like that. But yeah, I just really wanted to document my first ride on my motorcycle. Even though it's technically not my first ride, since I did do the test ride and drove it back home, I'm going to count this as my first ride. It was also my first time using all my recording equipment and using my Cardo, so it was all a really fun experience. The Cardo works great. Like, when the audio plays in ear, I honestly, like, it felt like I was just wearing, like, my Sony headphones. Like, the audio was super crisp, super clean. Can't wait to start using it for, like, intercoms with friends on rides, but, that's way ahead of where we're at right now. Like, during my test ride before buying this motorcycle, I actually stalled the bike in the middle of the road. Thankfully, it was just a small residential road and there was no cars around me, so I didn't embarrass myself in front of everyone, but it was a panic kind of moment when I like didn't know what to do exactly. But I started the bike right back up, continued going. So yeah, I really want to document all my riding. I hope maybe in the future, maybe once my mic comes in, I'll take this bike here on a ride on the highways, see how it runs there. But yeah, this was pretty much my first ride. I don't know if you can see it in the video, I don't think so, but I'm wearing a silver visor. I actually got that visor from AliExpress. I know people don't really recommend the AliExpress visors because they're cheaper materials compared to like official visors. But Fort 9, where I got my other visor, the green-blue visor, they never had the silver in stock. Like, I kept waiting and waiting, and it just never came back in stock. So I did get a Fort 9 visor. It was called Green Iridium. It's kind of like a green to blue to kind of purpley color. I can show it another time. But that visor I'll probably keep for more serious rides, like if I go on more distance rides. But this silver visor, I love the look of it, so probably gonna keep that on for a while. But I did notice the AliExpress visors do get scratched up quite easy compared to the other visor I got from Fort 9. The Fort 9 one is an official visor from LS2, because I have a LS2 helmet. But yeah, that's the only thing I've noticed about the AliExpress one so far. Otherwise, it looks almost identical to the other visor. So I also got pin locks from AliExpress. Those work flawlessly. Like, you don't have to spend too much money on pin locks. Like, they're just like a plastic piece that goes onto your visor to stop fog and everything like that. As you can see, I'm practicing a lot of my like shoulder checks and signaling and working on my clutch control and shift changing. So hopefully I get better at that, and I can easily shift and upshift and downshift and all that in future episodes or videos. But yeah, this ride was super fun. Like, the adrenaline you get from riding a motorcycle is crazy. Like, I watched this video once. I can link it down below if you guys want. But the video was pretty much, I don't even know exactly. It was why people ride motorcycles or something like that. And it talked about how you feel that presentness in your body where you feel completely in control of your bike, in your body, and you have to just be completely aware of your surroundings, unlike when you're driving in a car. When you're driving in a car, you can honestly just sit back, relax, just hold the steering wheel, make sure you're looking around, aware of your surroundings in that way. But like, you're not using your entire body to control that vehicle, compared to a motorcycle, in which you're kind of exactly in that moment. There's nothing surrounding you from the outside world. You feel all the wind, you feel any rain, all that stuff. So riding a motorcycle is super, like, just really brings you into the moment, and that's why I really like riding a motorcycle. After I saw that video, I knew for a fact that I really wanted to get my license and that I needed a bike as soon as possible. Mostly because I was going through like a harder time in my mental health space. But this has honestly been one of the greatest things I have ever invested myself into, and I plan to invest more time creating content like this and spending time on rides and going out as much as possible. The riding season in Canada doesn't last too long, actually. It's only probably about 5 or 4 months of the year, I think, and that's not a lot of time to ride, and I've been really enjoying riding so far, so I'm going to try to get out as much as possible. But as I said earlier, the weather's been super crazy lately. Like last week, it was like chill and like cloudy and rainy, but now this week has been absolutely crazy. It's been boiling. Like the weather is planned for like around 40s, like feeling like 40s for the next week. So I don't know how often I'm going to be able to get out this week, but I'm going to try to get out as much as possible, even if it means just going a little bit later in the day, you know. But yeah, so this was pretty much my first ride. I had a blast riding. Like learning how to ride a motorcycle is also like one of my favorite parts of it. Like the fact that I'm like currently in the moment of learning to ride a motorcycle is something like I'm so thankful for. Like it's such an amazing experience. Like it's so fun to keep learning and progressing in your skills that it's something I highly recommend. Like I know there's a lot of risks that come with riding a motorcycle and all that, but the thrill of it is just like something you can't even. I highly recommend it to other people to learn how to ride a bike, at least once in their life, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. And before anyone comments about it, I know I should be wearing a jacket. I actually was planning to, but it was just way too hot outside. Like on a normal day, I would highly recommend wearing a jacket, and I would always wear a jacket, but this day was actually just way too hot for my liking. Like I could not wear my jacket, or else I probably would have died of like a heat stroke. So but yeah, I highly recommend always wearing your gear, like your helmet, your gloves. Make sure you wear good riding pants and your boots. I have some Alpine Star boots. I got some, I forgot the exact name of the gloves. They're Ritchie or something like that. And then my helmet is an LS2 Steam 2. But yeah, all that jazz pretty much wraps up this video. If my commentary is a little bit weird, it's probably because I'm just on the spot talking right now, just sitting in my room. And I'm probably not going to edit the audio too much anyways, just so you guys can get to know me, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to my channel. My name is AJ Revs. I hope to make more content. Yeah, if you guys want to see anything specific, just let me know, and I'll try my best. But that's all for today, guys. I'll see you. Have a good one. Ride safe.